toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Rice. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. So Clemson's offense will take the field first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it. In so many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense gets set for second down. To the air, it's Van Buren. He lost one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Rush is on him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. So the Pitt Panthers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come.
Oh, he's got some space. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. He's got him. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Offense now working in the red zone. Running the red zone, it's Smith. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Now on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
This offense comes out first drive. There's no mistake about what they're going to do. They love running the option. Quarterback makes a nice read. This defense better get dialed in and better stop the first option.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets into the 20-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Handoff to the lone back. He has the first and still on his feet. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Turning it on! A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The wheel.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Dumps it off in the flats. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
To the air, it's Van Buren. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Quick pass on the jet motion. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. On first down, here comes this offense. The give is to Smith. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Under fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Pitt will have to boot this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a man, it's Van Buren. Got his man downfield. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll try the run. Makes it past the marker. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Handoff to the single back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I like this idea by the offense, using the jet sweep, and you're trying to take a receiver with all of his speed and get him on the outside and get him in space. That puts so much...
Breaks into the open. He's at the tip, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this defense has to know when that guy goes in motion, man, he's a threat. I got to worry about the jet sweep. They don't set the edge. He gets on the perimeter. How about the DBs, man? Get off a block. These receivers are blocking you up. You got to make a play. He takes it all the way to the house for a huge play for this offense.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Smith takes the handoff. Got room to work.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. Off the play fake on first down. Pocket breaking down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Quicks. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Can't get him to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
With the catch, it's Quicks. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Pitt will line up to punt it away. On his way back from the 20. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something.
There he goes. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. With the catch, it's Pryor. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Nestled just inside that right upright. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They go to the ground. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time he's got it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Wicks. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. Using the quick game. Brought down at the 31, it is a first down. Clemson jumps to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that throwaway.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. At the 35, he's open. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. And the returner is stopped. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes.
He's loose. He's inside the 40. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll leave it with him. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Panthers moving quickly to the line. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. This is now a 7-point game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trying out there.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The give to the back. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete to the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll look to pin him deep. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the ground with the back. Turns it on in midfield. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for defense. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They'll go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy, if he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Quarterback on the keeper. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And that last run leaves him with a third down. Well, they keep it on the ground. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the wideout. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the middle. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third down, he drops to throw. Fakes to grab. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage. They'll run this play from the pistol. Got a man. It's Wicks. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Wilson.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone. And
he'll take a shot. Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. Going over the top. He's got it inside the 25. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got a man. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency.
And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. And the Panthers in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll pull it down and run. The last thing you need is this guy getting knocked around. Wisely avoids the hit with the slide. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sharp. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Rides to back and leaves it. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up.
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here's a Heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. He'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's not going to have enough for the first down. Had to get it to the 35, and now a tricky 4th down decision coming. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Hey, 27, jump! Military stunt, Zed! Fly trumpet! 180! Harry stunt! Military 180! Here we go! Ready! Set ready! Set hot! Set go! Ready! Hot plan! Set ready! Here we go! Set! Cooler! Let's go! Let's go! Banner! It's ready to go! Here we go! Here we go! Ready! Ready! Hot up! Down! Cooler! Cool burger! Burger! Set! Hot go! Banner! Charcoal! Hot up! 22 water! Let's go! Let's go! Flag! 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 4 base paint!
It's a rivalry that defines the sport. One that everyone points to and asks what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Wolverines will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Leaves it with the back. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Gonna run it. It's Lee. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He's got incredible speed.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. The screen, and watch out. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
A 3rd down try for the offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up fourth down.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for. Some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Offense in a bunch formation. Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Punts it out of the air. Some really tough running there. Gets him to the 45-yard line. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team, is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
Muscling ahead on third and short. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. Turning it on. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, a great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always matters. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gives it on the option. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
Got it! Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. Extra point here will tie the game.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he added the extra point. Out of the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gonna run it. It's Rodgers. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly complete. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced the punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in fourth down again. Great job there. Pass defense, third down. This defense now starting to put it together.
Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. The screen, he's got wheels.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw. It's St. Clair. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. You can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Hey, some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Finding an escape route. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down against defense.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
If you don't convert on this fourth down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Going for the marker on the ground. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the third down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through big.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's got it down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice game. He's brought down, but did you see the hit this freshman took as he delivered the football? The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll try to get outside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. We might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
There's just not a lot of great play calls, guys, for third in California. So you hand it off, you try to get some of that yardage back, see what happens next.
The Wolverines will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Punt is on its way. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down and more. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge all week long they knew.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to...
Open space in the middle. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. A strike downfield. He's down right at the 17, and the clock will stop to move the chains on the first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And the offense just going to spike it here.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun on third down. It's complete on the right side. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out of the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. And with this place locking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. They boot it away on 4th down. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. And the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Runs through a tackle. There he goes. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. And the Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He'll do it himself. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Yeah, nice job by this defense stringing it out towards the sideline. And when I do that, man, all my body's got to rally to the football. We got to run to the football really, really hard from in.
He's going for a big play downfield. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Now they'll run it to the right here. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive. They said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Michigan.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Leaves it with the back. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Wolverines. Great job by the back on the option. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The RPO, it's complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Porter. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Hits the crease. The tag. No one there to stop him. Except the fellow in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. That is just a punch in the gut for any offense. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. To the air. It's St. Clair. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Quarterback extends the play. Shakes off the defender.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down? scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics, and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Those always sting a little bit when you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive. Just really annoying as a defensive guy.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls it in. It's McCoy. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Hand off from the shotgun. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's the handoff. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. So first down will open up the final period. He might want another play. Toss to the outside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. To the air, it's St. Clair. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires to the big fella. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the...
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up when we talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation, you cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And they've regained the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to NC State. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. This time he's got his man. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
And they get the completion and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's 4th down. And that made it more manageable, but obviously the clock is not as important as making sure you get this 4th down conversion.
He's got it. He's got great speed. He'll be got it out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Final soft spot in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll set up to throw. They'll run the screen. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
Well, the offense on 3rd down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north, but the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
He nails it, a 58-yard field goal. So they were able to put up a 3-spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Finds his tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. The quick out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the option. Turning it on. Made a defender miss. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
And now, 4th quarter, 4-down territory almost certainly as they get ready to try to grab the lead. He'll take it himself. Stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Slams ahead. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll try to power it in. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And here's the deal. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. 4th and goal, which makes a difference to me because I drove the ball down the field. I've had some success. Do I want to stay aggressive here? This offense is down, but has a chance to really put some points on the board and make a little bit of a splash.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll stop it short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back to their offense.
if you're going to go for it on fourth down, you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. The give and tick, 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 tick. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Here comes the offense on first down. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. The game may be the best rivalry in college football, and this year, the Buckeyes will hold the bragging rights.